First and foremost, I'd like to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught us this truth. All right, the elders and the apostles of all Israel, whether you can receive that or not, shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, the ahchyam out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice as the scriptures teach us to do. And, shalom to the very few sisters that do listen to us as well. This is the brother Yarmire from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, basically coming back to you with another lesson. A lesson basically concerning, some things I was meditating upon. And, and it's truth. Nothing that comes with greatness is easy. Ain't nothing that's worthy to attain is attained easily or overnight. This truth requires sacrifice. It requires dedication and perseverance, man. And we are fighting the greatest war that has ever been waged, this warfare, that's ushering in the kingdom of heaven, and doing the bidding and doing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, which through the Spirit and the hopeful election we have been selected to do as the hopeful elect, on the planet of the earth today, starting with the elders and the apostles on down. So this is a big thing. And Satan, he fucks with you, and he getting our head, man, especially with this flesh, man. That's why the apostle Paul said it, hey, in this flesh dwelleth no good thing, man, because you can know the scriptures, how to deal with wisdom, how to utilize the scriptures. We know these things, but hey, this flesh still get you. This flesh still get to you, and you still got to do the work, or get money, or do your regular shit, but you can't let it interfere with the battle and the things that we have been set up to do ultimately. But nevertheless, I'm gonna just bring out a couple scriptures because hey man, this is a battle, and he selected us to fight it, man, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just get a couple scriptures. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 74. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 73. It says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith Yahweh, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same." So the days of trouble, the days of great tribulation are at hand, all right? In those days of trouble, that's Jacob's trouble, all right? That's Revelations 12 and 12. That's when things are getting very real. And we know that because we see the prophecies, all right? The vaccinations, all right? The dollar crashing and being worthless, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, World War III raging. A few of many. Those are just the obvious. The famines, the race wars, the class wars. All right, these are the days of trouble that we will be delivered out of from doing the work of the Lord. It says, "Hear ye, O my beloved, said Yahweh, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be not afraid, neither doubt. Yahweh is your guide." Because Satan will pop up in your mind, man. Have you challenged? Is this the truth? Why this? Why that? Why me? Why that? Them demons are getting to you, man. Satan came in Yahweh Shai. Satan, hey, all the demons come at the man of the Lord. Just like it says in the gospel, Paul I know, Yahweh Shai I know, but who are you? And them demons was sick on that man who wasn't the man of the Lord, but supposed to be. But hey, it just shows you that the demons know who the true men of the Lord are. So those fucking thoughts, they get in your head, man. But Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai said, "Be not afraid or fret not." All right, as the scriptures say. Verse 75 again, it says, "Be not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord Yahweh. Let not your sin weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves." So a lot of people, a lot of brothers, and it starting with me, it happens. You got them days, where you might beat yourself up. Ask yourself, is you doing too less, doing too much, too much in your own thoughts? You know what I'm saying? And you really can't beat yourself up in this truth, man. Or in life in general. But everything in life gravitates around the truth if you're a man of the Lord. You really can't beat yourself up, man. Hey, let Satan them do it, or try. Don't do it to yourself, man. It says, "Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field covered with bushes, and the path thereof is covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. It is left undressed and cast into the fire. to be consumed therewith. So you can't let your sins weigh you down or beat you up, man, because it'll ultimately lead to your own destruction, man. You got to follow ahchyam, and you got to know that he chose you to basically do this battle, to do this work. And he only chooses those who he know will be found worthy. Now, we don't know, and, are we the elect or not? But it's looking too good right about now, man. So this is not the time to lose faith, man, because it damn sure ain't these wicked, simple, stupid-ass niggas, man. It's the men of the Lord out here presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. Hey, this is 2 Timothy 2:1. It says, "Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Mashiach Yahushai, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses." All right, the truth, the exhortation, the doctrine, all the doctrine, We've seen the elders, the apostles, the other brothers, the men of the Lord that's written about in the scriptures. Man, verse 2, it says, "And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others." Also, he said, commit these things unto faithful men. So if the Lord gave you this, it's a good chance, that you are one of those men who will be accounted faithful. Like Common got that song, "Faithful to the End." You got to endure to the end, man. But the Lord entrusted us with this as faithful men, man. Who else to give it to but the elect? Nobody else can get this but the elect, man. The men who are going to be found worthy, man. All right. Therefore, endure hardness as a good soldier of Mashiach Yahushai. So we got to endure the things that come upon us in this truth, man. And every brother, just like every brother got their own blessing, their own skill set, their own attribute that they attribute to the body. Every man got his own demons to battle with. Every man got his own situation. But at the same time, the Lord levels it out, man. And he don't put too much pressure on us, man. It says, we just have to be able to decipher, in the deal. It says, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this world, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier." And that's the thing about it, man. As long as we pleasing Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man, as long as we lifting up the standard, making our quota in the spirit, so to speak, we have nothing else to worry about. Everything else is just the fucking flesh, man, that you may be depressed about, and that's part of slavery. No captivity is good, man. It's always like I was talking to the brother early on the phone. I was saying, man, it's always something that'll remind us, like that old song, man, that constant reminder, that we in slavery. You can have $1 million, your woman's still gonna be out of order, your kids still gonna be able to grow up and so-called do whatever the hell they want to do in this wicked ass society, and that's a long list of God knows what, according to these Babylonian standards. So if you're a real righteous man of the Lord, you have nothing here anyway, man. It's here today and gone tomorrow, man. And that's how a soldier is, man. He knows this, all right? He counted the cost. It says, "If so, and if a man strive for the masteries, yet is not crowned, except he strive lawfully." And we got to strive lawfully, like the elder brother Uriah say out here, man. You work within the bounds of the scriptures, man. And that's how we deal. All right, but he said these things you got to know. You got to have boldness and confidence in this truth, man. You got to know that this is for you, man. That's why I was committed to you. He said he committed to faithful men. He said in the book of Ezra, "Only show these things. I show these things to thee. You show them to men like thee." This truth ain't for everybody, man. These niggas are bozos and knuckleheads, man. And we can't let their incredulity knock us off our square, man. But it's always some shit in this truth, man. You gonna have to, Sirach, the 2nd chapter in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter in the Apocrypha, man, is a great, short explanation of what this whole thing is about, man. And you got to know it's a reward to this also, And the Lord throw a dog a bone there now and then, but this truth is mostly enduring, So like, I'm trying to get the scripture. This is 1 Peter 5 and verse 5. It says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject to one another, and be clothed with humility. For Yahweh resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. Hey, and that's one thing in the truth, man, that you gotta, when you live, in meekness and humility, man, you're able to take the load, man. That's why it's order to set up to this. That's why it's responsibility and accountability in this truth, man. But you can't take orders and grow unless you live in the spirit of humility, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said they won't enter the heaven unless they liken themselves as a little child, man. A little child listens, they don't back talk. Imagine if your child back talk. Look how you look at them, man. So you can't do that, in this truth. Things of that matter. All right, it says, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time. And he's going to exalt all us in due time, man. You better believe it, man. He said he's going to make an Israelite, man, as a precious gold of Ophir. All right, he said, casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, you got to have a clear mind, man. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about, seeking whom he may devour, whom resist him steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So we all going through it, man, and we all going to it, man. And that to it is the kingdom of heaven, man. And you brothers better believe, hey, Hawashai said it, in his father's house are many mansions. If it wasn't so, he wouldn't have said it, man. So we all going through everything for a reason, and we all doing this work for a reason, man. Our labor is not in vain, as the scriptures say. Yeah, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is going to reward us, man, and we just got to deal, man. Balls to the wall, shit. I ain't got a plan B, C, none of that shit. All my eggs are in this basket, man. Call Halayim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, B'Kah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone and to the hopeful elect. Shalom.